What's up? It's your boy Akie checking in here with another video. And I've already recorded this video once. I tried streaming it, but we're gonna try this for the third time. Third time is a charm. What I want to talk to you about today is a concept that's gonna completely just change the way you look at wholesaling. And you know, this is something that I really struggle with because there's a whole bunch of deals I was coming across where I would have the property under contract and I couldn't find anybody to purchase the contract. That's kind of like going to the store without having a grocery list. You need to know what exactly you're looking for so that you can come up with a specific result so that you can start making some money. So what reverse wholesaling is essentially going out there, finding buyers, creating a relationship with buyers, knowing exactly what they're looking for, and then from that point, going out into the marketplace and constantly marketing for those specific, specific properties or specific situations in terms of land, real estate, etc. So, what reverse wholesaling is number one. Reverse wholesale is just the smartest thing you can do with your marketing dollars, the smartest thing you can do with your time, the smartest thing you can do overall in the whole aspect of prospecting for motivated sellers. I already had it all written out. As you see, number one would obviously be, what you're searching for. Number two, save marketing dollars. And then number three, save yourself a hell of a lot of time. But more importantly, you want to be able to create this thing that is going to give you, number one, confidence, but really give you momentum in the whole, wholesaling game. Because I'll be honest, all of my deals are coming in at once. This is a momentous game because once you have one deal, you're able to take some of those profits and then reinvest them into other deals. But if you're not getting any deals, you're going to be discouraged. You're going to be the type of person that says, this type of business does not work. And you don't want to be that type of person. You don't want to be on the losing side, right? You want to be on the winning side. So you want to be able to go out there, know exactly what you're looking for, get a property under contract, get it sold as quickly as possible, and from that point, have more marketing funds to play with. Of course, there's going to be some play money in there, but obviously, you want to have more marketing dollars to play with so that you can constantly go out there and search for the next deal. Right now, I'm still using money for my first deal, to market and look for more deals. Like I told you, I had other deals that I was going through, talking to sellers, and those are already, those are in the past. That is literally from my first deal, but that means the deals that I'm going through right now, I may not touch that money in terms of marketing for another couple of months, maybe even a year from now, depending on how I market and depending on what exactly I'm looking for and what type of profits I'm looking for. So the main thing you want to look at in terms of reverse wholesaling, as opposed to just going out there and throwing mud at the wall and just getting anything under contract. Because let's be honest, getting properties under contract, once you really understand what you're looking for, in terms of motivated sellers, just getting properties in general under contract, what you are really doing is playing with this thing in economics that they call opportunity cost. So when you're out there going on appointments that have no type of buyer that you can readily find, number one, you're messing with your reputation, because if you don't close that contract, people are gonna talk. And it's not one thing, not like the ego thing where you're like, oh, I don't care what people say about me. No, people are going to talk. So that means once you wrap up that contract and you have a distressed seller that needs to pay bills and you can't close on that contract so that they can get their money to pay their bills, then, distressed people hang out with other distressed people, meaning that they might have friends that want to sell too. Birds of a feather flock together. They're going to talk. They're going to say, this company here does not close. It doesn't matter whether or not, you didn't have a buyer. It doesn't matter whether or not, you say your partner couldn't close in enough time, or if, that's not their problem. What their problem is, what wholesalers and, house buyers, home buyers, come to their house for, and that is to get the problem solved, to get them cash within a certain amount of time, like a wholesaler, a good wholesaling company promises. And if you can't take care of that, then that, spreads bad word of mouth. Number two is you're wasting marketing dollars because you spend money to get certain leads to call you. You get certain leads, or for you to even, go out and call them and put your message out in front of those people. That kind of stuff costs money. They just don't know that, this company does this without you presenting some type of marketing to them or some type of advertising. That costs money. And then, number three, the most important thing is time. After you've already put in time, um, you know, marketing to them and constantly hitting them up, because it takes literally 7 times for you to put your message across any type of buying or selling dynamic relationship between a seller and a buyer for that even to happen. What if you're contacting somebody that, yes, they're motivated, yes, it's a distressed property and you can get it at a good price, but if you don't have anybody to buy it, then you just wasted all 7 of those touches, which could potentially be several months of direct mail, of phone calls, of them seeing your bandit sign across the street from where they work. If you're marketing to the wrong person, then that's a hell of a lot of time that you could have been using literally to put your message in front of the person that needs to see that message. That's the most important one, is the opportunity cost and the time that it really takes to put your message in in front of somebody. So coming full circle here, reverse wholesale in a nutshell is basically knowing exactly what you're shopping for and being able to produce a result for look at that produce a result for the seller, but more importantly, knowing at the end of the day with confidence, with full confidence, that you have somebody to close on that transaction as soon as you get that bad boy wrapped up. So yeah, that's it. That's all I really want to talk about. You know, it's a very important subject that not a lot of people, really pay attention to, because it's one thing to get a property wrapped up under contract, but if you're not closing these deals, you know, pretty soon you're going to be out of business, because if you're not out of confidence first, people are going to be unlikely to sign with you. That's not a good thing. So yeah, if you like videos like this, go ahead and comment in the comment box below. What type of content you'd like to see from me, or what you learned from the video, or any question you have about the video. And I'm going to be making a lot of videos like this week, as well as certain deals that I'm going through. Just so that the mistakes I make, or lessons I learn while I'm doing the business, that you can learn alongside with me. If you're newer and you haven't done your first deal yet, comment in the comment box below, what exactly you're having trouble with, and I'll make a video on that so that you can be sure to get your first deal, hopefully by the end of this month. So that's it. Akie signing off. Subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, getting a lot of new subscribers, and welcome you guys to the channel. Going to be a lot more content to come soon. All right. Peace.